Hello everyone, I am Defudge3004. Welcome back to Iron Incorporated. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So, looks like we have some damaged stuff that we're gonna have to repair because of the attack that we had. So, let me just go ahead and see about getting this stuff repaired. I'll get the... What was damaged? Okay, there we go. Guess I'll have to put in that. And then I will get a loader in. Let me see, 6. Okay. There we go. Alright. That should be working. Should be sending stuff in there, or so I'm hoping. Looks like it probably is. Then it should be getting stuff done. So we had an attack the last time, and some of the robots destroyed some stuff. They destroyed something over here. Something blew up. I don't know what it was, but something did not make it very well. So, yeah. Let's see. This guy is making those blocks. So the research blocks are being made in the assembler, and the assembler can make a lot more stuff than the research. Just the research blocks. It can make a lot of things. As in over here, using the middle mouse button to turn, it is making a bunch of the iron rods. So we have that. Now I have iron rods in this chest, but I don't know what all. That's all I have in there. And then in this assembler, I have apparently nothing in there. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't look like that is actually going that way, and that's okay. I can take care of that. Probably ought to move that somewhere else anyway, so, you know, we can do that. Let's go see if we can go make some turrets or something so that we can put some out, but we're gonna have a way to get ammo into them if we can have ammo being made. So that's gonna be something we're gonna have to look at. We are researching a repairer right now, so that is coming along. Now let's go see. I want to be able to see what we got to do. I need to make some ingots and be able to feed that, and then I'm gonna have to make different chests and then feed that stuff out of the chest into different things. We have had a constructor over here, but I think I took it out so we could see what that did, and the constructor is something we're going to need. Now let me go to number 9. What is that? Combustion generator. I want the constructor. That's number 8. That's that thing right there. Okay, let's just go ahead, and I just want to see what is in there because I don't remember. So the constructor can make the turrets from gears, screws, steel, that's what we need, and iron rods. So we are going to have to put in something else to be able to make things, which means we're going to have coal, and we're going to have things go a lot of different places. Let's go back to E, and let's go to here, and let's go see blast furnace. That's what we need, because we got to make steel as far as I know. So let me go ahead and see if I can make one of those. So I'm going to need one anyway. Okay, we have a blast furnace now. Where did that go? Well, there it is. Blast furnace. Okay. Let's go in and place that guy now. And... okay, that is definitely a lot bigger. So let me place that guy right there. We're going to go see what that guy can do. Because I'm thinking that's pretty much what we want. So that will make the steel. Okay. It's 1 iron ingot. Okay, so iron ingot and then steel. So we are going to have that make steel. We just need to get ingots to it. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this set up, and then we'll have things be routed to here. So I'm going to have to get this one done too. Okay, I think that I am finally getting this right. So now what I have to do is We will select steel. We'll get that thing going. Okay, the fuel's now going in there. Now I have things a little bit better, and then this can actually be doing this. So we are going to select recipes. Production. Why is it not? Oh, because I haven't got it loaded. Never mind. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Forgot that I had to load it. Now we're getting that loaded with the ores. Okay, cool. All right. Ooh-wee. This definitely takes a lot of thinking, I can tell you that much. You got to plan way ahead in advance. This is the best that I could do to get all this stuff in. I know I could have moved this stuff a little bit differently, but that's what I'm going to have to work with. So now we have steel in here. Okay, cool. Now that we have that happening, we do have some steel. It's now making that, and then we can go to, let's go to E. We want to make any of the turrets. Ooh, look, the repairer's done. Yay! So, I don't know exactly what it's going to take. Looks like steel, ingots, and all that stuff. We are going to need gears, which means we're probably going to have an assembler. Okay, so in the assembler, we do have rods, screws, gears, steel frames we can't do anything with right now, but for the turrets, we're going to need gears, screws, and steel and iron rods. So we can actually set up one of those over here, and then we can get the steel, or we could rework a whole bunch of stuff if we actually needed to. I don't think that we need to, but okay. I'll just take those out, put those in, and we can see if we can get some things going. This is going to be very difficult to do, I can tell you that much. But we should have a bit of steel. That's going to take a bit. That's cool. That is not happening. Looks like that's going to be full. So what I'm going to do is actually build a chest. Let me make some more of those first. So I'm hearing this sound. I don't know what it is. I've been working on this, trying to figure this out. Just started a few seconds ago, like half minute ago. I don't know what it is, and I don't know where it's coming from. But in any case, I was moved away from all that sound, and I went out here. Okay, it stopped now. And I noticed that I found a wreck. So look at this, rocket parts, iron plates, and ingots. That's crazy. Well, looks like I can, oh, I just right-clicked and it took all that stuff. I did not know it would do that because I normally do the left click. Well, that's cool. I had no idea that would even happen. All right. Well, that's interesting. That's very, very fascinating. So yeah, there's a wreck out here. That means that there's probably other wrecks out here too somewhere, but in any case, I'm working on this. I'm trying to figure this out because I have to get coal to a this thing right down here, a furnace, and then I can make everything, but the coal is out over here. So, and I also need to get the lines from the drill over to the furnace, but I gotta be able to get the stuff from here. Unless I move this, which is already getting fairly full, to a different place, which is again going to be a problem because I'm having problems getting stuff getting all this logistics stuff done, and so yeah, this is kind of being a problem right now. So I'm thinking I just need to figure out a way to make this work, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. We're getting close to getting this. We just need to have 4 assemblers, basically, or at least 3 assemblers, because we already have the rods, and we can make a lot more, and we have the steel. Okay, so that's 2 things. We just need basically 2 assemblers, and then we can have all of this stuff going, and I can move the rods and then figure out something to do with that a little bit later. So I need to also have this set up, but that's going to be a problem too. So yeah. Okay. Boy, this is challenging. I do got to say that much for sure. So over here, I now have the constructor set up. we're going to be making turrets. Okay. It is now going to be loading everything, and now we should be able to be making turrets. It's going to take a bit to be able to make them. As you can see, it's going to take a lot of steel, screws, gears, and rods. But we have all of those things in there. So the screws and the rods, and then the gears, and then the steel. So everything is in there. And I should be making a turret pretty soon. It's just going to take a bit to get everything else loaded. So we're going to have to wait for a little bit. In any case, I needed 3 assemblers, 4 assemblers basically, and a whole bunch of stuff. So now over here, I'm just going to be able to move these. And I'm just going to go and stick those guys in here. And I got to figure out a better way to do this. But I guess that if this works, then I guess this works. And that's what I can do. So there is that. Okay, good. It is working. It is just a little bit slower than what I thought it would be, but that's okay. That does happen. Boy, this is challenging. Holy moly. So now we have turrets coming, and that's good. What I'm going to have to do is probably set up a chest for the turrets. So let me just go see if I can do that, like right over here or something. Yeah, that should probably work. Let's make sure I have 2 of these. And I guess I'm just gonna have to figure out if I can make this work. I think I figured out what that clicking sound was. There was things trying to work, but it couldn't work because there was no fuel in these guys. So what I am probably going to have to do is move those combustion things to over here. And I think I am going to do that. I'm just going to have to reconfigure this so I can set up another chest. And I think that would be about the best thing to do. Okay, I have 3 of those combustion chambers over here. They're all working right now. They are being fed coal from this chest, so that's good. And then I can move this last one to over there too. So let me just go and take him out. I'll get rid of him, and then I will move him to over here. And then I should be able to have enough. And I can actually just put him... Okay, he doesn't turn or anything, so I can probably just get him somewhere like this. And what I might even do is... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, was put in another chest over here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I will just go ahead and do this. And then I can have this all set up. There we go. Okay. That should be helping to keep things going, and hopefully it will. And then in here I can just go ahead and preload him with some coal. Okay, that should be helping keep things going, at least I hope. So that way we can keep, you know, everything running. It is loading, it's just, you know, a little bit slow on things a little bit, I guess. Alright, let me just go ahead and actually put that in there, and then hopefully this thing can continue to run, and that guy can get loaded up with whatever we can get, huh? That should work. That should keep things running. We are getting very close to another attack. It's at 86%, so that is not the best ever, and we should probably do some more research in a minute. But right now, what I want to do is I want to go see if we have any of those. Okay, do we have a chest for that? Yes, we do. Why are we not making anything? Gears. We need 10 gears. Where's all of our... Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess our gears are not loading right, huh? I guess what I'll have to do is change things again here a little bit. Okay, looks like everything is actually working good over here. I just don't know how much power we actually have. Okay, power satisfaction, power production. Looks like we are actually making enough power. I just don't know what that sound is. There's like a banging sound, and when I come over here, away from the sound, you can hear it. So I don't know what that is, but it's a little closer over to here. Okay. Well, let's open up the tech tree. Let's go see, because I forgot that we could probably do more stuff here if we were to, you know, do stuff. Mining speed. Well, let's just go ahead and let's research that. Okay, that is researched. Build speed, select research. Okay, there we go. So once we get that, then our mining speed too, and then, you know, we can continue doing this. And maybe there is something here, you know, that we can actually do to help ourselves out, but I don't see anything for any of the stuff. Okay, we might not be able to yet, but we're just going to go ahead and work on this. We're going to get this done, and hopefully everything will be okay. Let me go see if we're making any turrets yet to get those guys done. Okay, we have a turret. Sweet. Let's take out that turret. Let me just go ahead and take that guy off. Put that turret down there. Okay, 9. Ooh, hey, turret. Nice. You know what? I am going to put that turret in there. I think that would be a good thing. Let me just go ahead and do that. Now, I need to get that guy. Okay, cool. Built. Then I need to make some ammo. Where is the ammo? I need to do that. So the ammo right there, I need iron ingots. Let me just go ahead and do quite a bit of ammo, huh? I think that'd be the best. Okay, I'm out of ingots, or will be. Now, I am actually going to split that, and I'm going to go and put some ammo in there. It isn't going to do a lot, I know, but it will maybe potentially help. And then if we can make another one, we can set it up somewhere, and then we can have some turrets protecting our area. How's that? Yay! Let me go see if I actually can. Okay, that furnace is out. That's one of the things, I guess, huh? Looks like other furnaces are probably going to be out too. Okay, maybe that's why everything is kind of going haywire, huh? Okay, that chest is empty. That chest actually has a lot of stuff in it. So I'm going to take that out, and let's go ahead and see about filling this stuff up. That way we have it, and then we don't have to worry about it, because I think these things are just running low. Furnace. Okay, and I have no way to get really coal over here or anything, so we're just going to have to do it like this. If I can take that out and make another assembler, or actually a furnace, or maybe I can actually take that out, something from there, and make some other stuff. So we do have a lot of rods, that's good. We just have to continue making rods. We do gotta watch out because another attack is coming. I really don't know exactly when, but it's gonna be here any minute now. So I guess that guy can protect over there. We are uh-oh. Enemy incoming. Well, doggone it. Okay. We took some damage there. I don't know how we repair ourselves, that is for sure. But if we can make some repairers, then I think that would be good. And it looks like, okay, that chest. I am actually not going to worry about that chest or that right there. Looks like we are actually repairing ourselves. Yay! We survived an onslaught. And, well, not really, not a bad onslaught or anything, but we did survive it. And now it's going to be a little bit before we have any more. So we're probably going to have to, yes, we're going to have to put in some more power production, power satisfaction. All right, we're going to have to do some more. And I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is come over to here. And I am going to go ahead and set up one of those guys over here. So let me see. Do I have one of the power plants? Because if I can, I'm going to have to put that over here anyway. Because I'm going to need it. And that's just all there is to it. So if I can do something like that right maybe over here. Okay. And then I can actually get this guy going, and then we can have some more power, and that would be good. Let me go see how we're doing. So we have turrets. Yay! We have turrets. We have turrets. All right, look at that. We have 5 turrets. Awesome. Let's go set these up. I'm going to see about making ammo, and if we can get that delivered into there, I think that would be great. That would be probably for the best. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. This is crazy. This is awesome. If I do that, and then I do a... I got to figure out a better place for a furnace. So if I can have a furnace that's feeding into that hole, then I can do it like that, and then I can have these guys feed into there, and then I can feed into turrets. So, I am going to do that. And then I am going to set up a chest right over here in the corner. Okay, that's good. That'll help. Then I can set up some of this to be able to get that satisfied. Sweet. Then I can set up another loader and unloader and all of that stuff, and that should help. And then we can have everything that we need. That should satisfy that. And I will just go and take actually this guy out. I will set the drill up over here, and then we can begin setting up more turrets. So right now, this is what our little production line looks like from quite a ways out. As you can see, it looks pretty awesome, and that's good. So right now we are producing quite a few of the turrets, and that's amazing. So we do have a lot of this stuff happening. We are keeping stuff going up in here. I actually can take out quite a bit of that. That's good. That means I can keep these other ones going, because I do got to keep them going anyway. But right now I also did put in another turret. So we have a turret out here. It is being loaded with ammo, and that's good. And there's ammo in this chest right here, and that's fine with me. That way it can be loaded and it can help us defend. We also have the other one over here that I did put that ammo in, and so we do have this one, and he has quite a bit of ammo in him. I'm going to probably set up another one or some more along these lines, try to keep things safe. I'm going to have to set some up over here too, but I want to try to have things connected so that way they can work. But I wanted to show you how this is actually going. This is very complicated. I'm having a blast with it, but boy howdy, this is a lot of work. And it's fun, it's just, man, this requires a lot of stuff. But we are getting stuff happening, and we are doing things, and it's happening, and I'm really excited, so that is good. Let me see, that guy is completely full. That guy is making whatever he can. I might as well just go ahead and load up, you know, a whole bunch of this stuff if I want to. That way it will keep stuff going. I'm going to have to, of course, load up a bunch of fuel and everything. I might as well just load them up too. Let's go ahead and research some more stuff. The build speed did get done a little while ago, so now we have that. And let's open the tech tree. And now we have that. Let's go ahead and do the blue science. It isn't going to take super duper long to do, so we might as well just go ahead and see if we can do this one. Why is it not letting me do that? I just don't know. Let's do logistics, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. This might actually help us out. Hey, underground belts. You know what? That would be the best one. Yay! I'll see you. All right, cool. So now we're going to have underground belts soon at some point in time. We are getting our way up to the next attack. It's not that far away. I mean, it's still ways away. So we are doing pretty good. We have power. It isn't as much as I am trying to get, but I'm trying to do some more. But man, this is kind of tough, actually. So let me go see. I want to try to get some more of this coal happening, because I do need to. I got to keep this stuff going, and we might as well go and see about putting a turret out here too. We're just gonna have to probably manually load this one, and that's fine. I want to go see if I can actually, okay, I can put in another one of these, and then I can keep this going. So I'm gonna do that. I do have some ingots. Oh, speaking of ingots, I also did do one more thing because I'm kind of needing to, because I don't have any ingots really coming in. So what I did is I have this driller right here that is just putting the ore in here, and this furnace is just producing ingots. Speaking of that, I can do that. And then I am just having ingots in here because I need ingots constantly to make a lot of stuff. So that's what I'm working on. I might want to do a second one. I don't know yet. I gotta see, but I'm probably going to put up some more turrets out here as that logistics continues to be researched. And that might help out. At least a turret out here. We'll load them up with ammo, but that chest does not look fully built. You know that? I guess he is fully built. He just looks weird to me. Let me go and take him out, and I'm going to go and put a chest in. I guess he is fully built. It just didn't look like it. Okay. And that's fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some, I'm actually going to make some more. So let me get this done, and then we'll do some more stuff. The logistics one did get done. So now let's go ahead and go back to the tech tree. Now we can do blue science. Nice. Then we can begin getting a lot of other stuff done. Sweet. Okay, cool. That's going to help. We are getting a lot closer now, and that's okay. And what I also did is I built another turret out here to protect these guys. I already put in some ammo, so that we have that. I'm going to go grab some more ammo. And this is crazy. So we have a power facility here, and then we have the power facility over there on the other side of that turret. And we are making quite a few more turrets in here, and I'm just going to go and take those out. I could probably have a chest, but I guess I do have a chest, huh? Okay. I don't know why that is not emptying out into the chest, but it is not. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's why. I see the problem. I got it. One of those is going the wrong way. Now I'm going to have to get that belt fixed. Sweet. Now we have turrets. Now we have turrets. Now we can unload. Okay, let me go see. I'm going to have some more ingots. And this guy is having a lot in there. What about this chest? Okay, there's more in there. And I think what I'm going to do is put in another turret, maybe like over here somewhere. So that way this stuff can be protected. And we'll just stick that guy in. There's one right over there. Maybe we'll stick that guy in right over here, huh? I think that might work. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to make quite a few more belts. It's going to do like 10. That'll give me some more belts. Going to put in some more ammo for here. Okay, I gotta make sure to keep ammo on me too, because those guys aren't expected to do all the work. At least I wouldn't think so. Okay, the furnace is doing good. So we'll just go ahead and make sure that everything is full, and it looks like it is doing good. If I can find a way to feed these furnaces, but maybe I can if I can get underground belts or something, you know, that might actually work out too, and then that would help out. So I am putting in quite a bit more power over here, as you can see from all of this stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to be putting in some more as we go. But if we can get some more other power, I think that would be awesome too. We just got to wait for that research to be done. So in the meantime, what I think is I'm probably going to have to put in some more drillers, have them do things. These guys are just... Okay, that guy's full, or getting full. And some of these other ones are really not filling up at all, and that's okay. So in any case, we are making our way. We do have these turrets, and I want to see how they work. So I'm going to wait around a couple of more minutes to make sure that they're going to work okay. And we're going to check them out because it won't be too terribly long before we have them done. And that's going to be awesome. We're about to be attacked here in a short couple of minutes, but one of the things that I wanted to show you real quick before we actually have the attack is if I go to E and I go to the logistics, then you know we have the belts, there's the chest, the unloader, the loader. There's underground belts there, which I don't know anything about. We're going to have to figure that out. And then there's splitter belts. So that is going to be amazing. Let's just go and take off that. And let's go see if we can find that splitter belt. Wherever that went to, there's going to be one in here somewhere. Okay, there that is. Let's put that on number 8. Ooh, hey. Look at that, look at that, look at that. So, let me... Okay, it looks like it will take one belt and then split it into 2. So, we could actually do something like that, and that would be pretty doggone awesome. I will have to figure out a place to put that and all of that, and I also put a turret over here by our lab and our hub, so that way we have that, and we're going to be having an attack here very, very soon. We do got to be prepared for that, and I think we're making pretty good progress. This is our big little base. It is coming along. There is going to be an attack incoming. This is getting pretty ridiculous, but if we can get those splitter belts, then we can actually like split off a whole bunch of this stuff, and then it'll make it easier to actually deal with a whole lot of this stuff, and that's good. That's what I'm hoping for. And that is going to be amazing. The blue science is almost done researching, and the attack is going to happen imminently. Oh shoot, it's happening, it's happening. Oh wow, he's blasting him. Sweet, I think that attack happened and their guys took care of things. They did get a little damaged, but that isn't bad, so yay! Man, I heard that and I was like, kind of like jumping out of my skin, man, that was crazy. Okay, our turrets did it. There was a little bit of damage, but if we can maybe surround the place a little bit better, I think it will be doing okay. Again, we'll have to kind of get things figured out, but hopefully we will be okay. And again, if you right-click on these rocks, that happens. I'm not holding down a button or anything, it just does it automatically. It's like doing this with holding down the button, as you can see. But if we just right-click, then it just does it automatically, and it will, you know, do whatever that it needs to get that stuff done. Oh, look, wreck. Sweet. I didn't even know that wreck was there. How do you like that? There's all kinds of hidden stuff here. That is crazy. Alright, so we survived 2 attacks. We now have turrets in. That is awesome. That is amazing. And this should actually help out a lot. So if you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.